Greetings from southern Thailand. I want to share with you my findings and my research into the impact of women throughout missions history. The involvement of women can be traced back to the time of Jesus and Paul, with the women who were followers of Jesus and Paul's co-workers, as he described them, that worked alongside him in varying ways. We do not know exactly what all of their work entailed, but we do know through their inclusion in the scriptures that they had an impact in the spread of the gospel message and the story of Christ. My research primarily focused on the development of women missionary societies and three women, Lottie Moon, Mary Slessor, and Betty Green, and the lasting impact that their life and ministry had. Women began developing women missionary societies in their individual local churches as a way to be involved in missions. They often were not considered missionaries, even if they were on the foreign mission field. They were missionary wives. However, they still longed to be involved and to support the missionary cause. As they raised money to support, they had to turn over these funds in order to be sent out to the men of the church or to the local organizations. There were missionaries, such as the three I mentioned, that did make an impact directly as women on the missionary field. Lottie Moon is known not just for her work in China and the ministry that she had there. One of the lasting impacts that she has had is found in the Lottie Moon Christmas offering, an offering that is taken up by the Southern Baptist Convention every Christmas to raise support for international missions. This missions offering can be traced back to one of the many letters that Lottie Moon wrote back to the churches and to the Southern Baptist Convention. This specific one was written asking for missionary offering to be taken up at Christmas after hearing about a similar offering taken up by the Methodists. Betty Green is another women missionary. She is known for being one of the co-founders as well as the first pilot for the Missionary Aviation Fellowship. This is a position that she claims was not one that she necessarily did or even wanted, and attributes the fact to that was not a man to fill the position. Despite this, she made a lasting impact on the aviation field through her service in 5 different countries, including one that at the time did not even allow women pilots. Mary Slessor not only served as a missionary in the Calabar region of Africa, she became one of the first women to move further inland as a missionary, and also served as the first female vice consul for the British. She made an impact through her service and love of the people of Africa. Some of this was through her relationships that she built, through the stopping of traditions such as twin killings, and through her service as a vice consul that saw her as a judge in the area that she used as an opportunity to further her relationships and the share of the gospel. All 3 of these women, along with the women who served in the student volunteer movement and those who continue to serve today, have made an lasting impact on missions history. However, their stories are often not told or are unfairly documented because of the documenting processes of some sending agencies and organizations. Many missiologists are male, and because of our tendencies to write towards our own influences and our own biases, even movements such as the women missionary movement has failed to be included. The work of women missionaries may not always be accurately or completely shared. We do know through what has been written down that they have made an impact from the New Testament all the way up to modern times. They continue to be involved in missions, making up a large majority of the current missionary force. They will continue to make a difference, and hopefully their story will continue to be shared as they leave a lasting legacy for times to come.